So today we are looking at the new Linux distro, which is Gnoppix Linux. So here is the boot menu. So let's check advanced options also. So here you get all those options in the boot menu. So let's quickly go back. So here are the available options, which is French, Spanish, Dutch, and here is the English. And there are also the graphics card fix, experimental, and persistence, which is also experimental. So let's quickly boot it in the live boot. So I forgot to mention that I'm running it on a virtual machine, which is VMware, and my CPU specs is 51240p and the RAM is almost 8 GB. It's not almost, it's 8 GB RAM, and my processor already mentioned, and I'm using a 60 GB of hard disk. So I'm not going to install this on my hard disk or a virtual disk. I'm just going to test it on my live boot. So I already made a video in the YouTube, so because I'll be posting 2 videos daily without missing any day. So the new Linux distro was the DWKDE, which is unknown Linux distro. So I already made and I already posted a video on that in the YouTube. So if you want to check it out, you can check it out on that. So let's wait until the desktop layout loads. It should be taking like a 2 to 3 minutes to load up the desktop layout. So let's wait and see how much of time it consumes. So as I mentioned already that it will consume 2 to 3 minutes. So it took 3 minutes to load up the desktop layout. It's still loading because there is no welcome screen still. It's pretty much white, as you can see. So let's go and close those things and let's check the system resources, which is let's open the task manager. So we can't even resize the application menu. Let's keep it like that. Let's check the task manager. So I didn't change any of the settings or I didn't open any of the applications. So these are all the basic or the base information. I didn't open display settings, I didn't open anything. I just closed the welcome screen. So this is the CPU, almost under 30-40%, and the RAM is almost 1.7 GB. That's a lot of RAM. So I don't know, for some reason. So these are all the resources right in front of you. So it's clearly up to you to judge whether to use this version of Gnoppix Linux or not. So I'm going to keep the task manager in the right side corner so you can see all the changes throughout the video. Let's see about. So the version you get is 1.5.5. Let's close it. Let's open the Firefox web browser. So the browser will take almost like a 20 seconds maximum. And here we have the installer. You can even install right from here. So it's always a good option to try it in the live boot first and then go with the installation if you're satisfied. So if you want trying to install this Linux distro in your main PC or work PC, you need to see whether it's a stable ISO file or not. So here is the about of the search engine. So you need to check the about of the Firefox. So the version you get 115.12.0 ESR. So here is the about Gnoppix. So let me type in about support to get some of the information of the distro and the browser. About support. So you can just pause the video and read everything, because I'm not going to read everything because it's going to be video lengthy. So just pause the video and read everything from here. Or you can change the YouTube settings, the playback settings to 0.25 to read everything in a slow-mo. So here is the information display. So you can read everything by pausing the video. So let's go to the official website. So they already added the dot bars here, or the shortcuts. So here is the official website, which is gnoppix.com. So Gnoppix Linux is the world's first AI open source operating system based on Linux. So I already showed AI in my previous videos of Gnoppix Linux. So if you want, you can check that in my channel. So run Windows under Gnoppix Linux. So here are some of the information which you can go to their website and read everything, or you can just pause the video and read everything from here also. So bug report, AI, you can check it out some information from AI from here, or you can just check my videos. So let's get back. Here is some of the information. Installation, here is the about, here is the download, pro versus core. So let's go to the downloads. Here you have the pro, core, devel, source code, the other packages. So here is the news. So it's from the April, so we don't want the older version, we need new ISO files. So when you click on downloads, you should be seeing the versions here, the recommended version to get best experience. So you can click here and you can get the files from here, or you can just go to the SourceForge. Hit enter. So let's wait and verify, and I'm going to show you how to download the latest ISO file. Let's verify. So CPU is almost 100%, RAM almost 30%, 2.4 GB. So let's search Gnoppix Linux. Here is the Gnoppix NG. Let's scroll it down. So the latest version is 24.6.15 LTS, and the desktop environment you get is the XFCE, as you can see 11 hours ago. So there is no release notes or anything like that, so we need to find it on our own. So I'm going to show you the applications version and the kernel version and all those things. So you can check previous version and the latest video, and you should be getting all the information on your own. So here is some of the information. If you want to read it, you can read it, or just go to the files. Here are the releases, and here is from the beta. Let's go to the releases. Let's click on core. It says as a 12 hours ago, so already downloaded. So Gnoppix 24.6.15 or 15 LTS. Let's click on download. The file size is around 4.5 GB, so that's a bit of a big size ISO file. So here is our download started, 4.2 GB. I'm using a VPN, so that's the reason it's a bit of slow. It should be speedily, it should be more or less for you, depends on your internet speed. So let's open the terminal. I can even search here. Let's open the terminal and let's type in some of the commands here to get the distro information. Let's make it bigger. Let's check the version 1.0.4. Let me type in the command inxi. So let me change the color so you can properly see. Colors, load presets, maybe black and white. So let me type in inxi-b. So here is the kernel, CPU, storage, inxi version. So here is the version of the desktop environment, the distro, Gnoppix 24 bookworm, kernel version. Here is the machine and the CPU with the graphics, network, drives. So I'm not going to go through all those things. You should be getting all the information here. I'm just going to put the commands and just pause the video and read everything on your own. inxi-F. -G, cat:/etc/issue, neofetch, -SV8. So you pretty much get every distro information by typing this command. So like a Bluetooth, drives, network, vulnerabilities, repositories, all those things. So you just pause the video and read everything from here. Let's type in htop. So command not found. So let's close the terminal and let's go with the installation. So the RAM is almost 1.7 GB. So you get the Calameras installer. The version you get is 3.2.61. So Gnoppix 24 domination is the code name. So again, if you don't know how to install the Linux distro on your virtual disk or a main disk, you need to check other channels for the tutorials of how to install. I already made videos on it because I cover like a 3000 videos and I can't really point out in which video I installed on the virtual disk or a main disk, so I don't even remember. There are like a 3000 videos. It's pretty much very hard to find out in which Linux distro I installed. So that's the reason I'm going to recommend to watch like a 5 to 6 videos of different channels and get all the information from there. So I'm just going to show you the basic installation steps here. So in the language selection, you get all the languages here. You can choose your language, click on next, choose your location. You can choose the map or you can choose the drop down menu. And the system language will be set to American English, United States. If you want, you can keep it default, you can change if you want. The numbers and dates locale will be set to American English, United States. And you can change or customize according to your wish here. Click on next. Here is the keyboard. Choose your keyboard. Choose your language for your keyboard. The variant. Type here to test keyboard. You can test your keyboard here. Click on next. And the main part is from here. You need to first choose your hard disk or the available disks here, whether it's a virtual disk. In my case, it's a virtual disk. And I'm running it on a virtual machine, so it says as a VMware and a virtual machine which is a VMware. So that's the reason it says as a VMware. And the virtual box should be VBox. If you're running on a virtual box, it should be different. And if you're running it on a main PC or work PC, you should be seeing your hard disk here and the file size and all those things. So here are some of the information. Choose the right hard disk or a virtual disk. So this option will erase the current operating system and it's going to install the Gnoppix Linux for you. So this option is like a dual booting or dual operating system option. You need to create a partition for that. So that's the reason I said you need to watch tutorials of how to install the Linux distros on the hard disk, virtual disk, whatever it is. So after choosing all those things, you need to encrypt your system. If you want, you can encrypt by providing the password, which should be same in both the boxes. After that, choose the bootloader location. If you want, keep it default, system partition, and do not install a bootloader. You can do that later if you want. Click on next after choosing everything. And here is the username and password and all those things. So let me type in some random things. Into file Linux, unboxing, name of the computer, the password. So if everything is going good, you should be seeing a tick mark beside the boxes. So that means everything is good. So you need to remember the password or write it down in the notes apps in the phone, or you can write it down somewhere in the book or pages, something like that. So click on next. Here is the summary of whatever you chose in the previous installation steps. So if everything is good, you just need to click on install. It's going to take like a maybe maximum of 20 minutes and a minimum of 5 to 10 minutes. Depends on your PC, depends whether the ISO file is stable or in the beta version or the development version. So these are all the things you need to consider of time it will consume, depends on these things. So if it's a stable, it will be quick. If it's a development or a beta version, it should be having some bugs. Sometimes it will be good, and sometimes it should be having good bugs. So that's the reason, more or less 20 minutes. So that was the installation. So let's close the installation and let's see the applications we get pre-installed in here. So these are all the applications you get in the accessories, the development, under education, graphics, internet. Let's get back, and multimedia. You pretty much get all the content creation applications here, so that's pretty much good. So it's filled with bloatware applications. So these are all the good applications for the content creation, but for a normal user, even a normal user can have all these applications and useful for all the users, I guess. Other settings, again these are all the same settings from the XFCE. Just added the Gnoppix tools, Gnoppix package manager, Gnoppix tweak, and other are from the XFCE. So on the system you get some applications from the XFCE and from the Gnoppix. So these are all the applications. So let's open. So I'm trying to do a stress test because I will be doing all this type of test in every Linux distro. So the main objective of this test is like I open like a 15 to 20 applications. So this is the process to find whether there will be a bugs or any crashes when you open like a 15 to 20 applications. So the basic thing is like it's like a day-to-day task test for a normal user. So I'm going to try it like opening 15 to 20 applications and try to switch the applications in a quick way. So if we have any lag or any crashes of applications or anything, you can just get an idea to skip this part, or you can easily judge whether to use this version or not. So that's the main objective. It's kind of day-to-day task test, but just at once. So I'm going to open the applications. So the password should be Gnoppix, I guess, or maybe live. So the password is not working. I don't know what it is. I don't have the password for this. So a lot of times we forget the password. So do let me know in the comment section if you know the password. Let me try the Linux. So the password is not working. Let's try the root. POOR. Nope. Not even Gnoppix. Maybe the password. So I don't know the password. I tried almost everything and we can't find the password. I'm just going to cancel that. So if you know the password, do let me know in the comment section. So if you are doing in the live boot, the password should be needed. But when you install this Linux distro on the hard disk, the password should be different, because you should be providing the password and the password will be yours. So that's the reason when you install, the password will be changed. But when you are running on the live boot, you need to find the password on your own. So I'm going to open the applications. So I'm going to open the a bit of resource consuming applications, so we can get the exact information whether to use this Linux distro or not. So like a Thunderbird, the browser, I already opened the Firefox web browser. Let me close that and let me open the Tor browser. I hope we have the Tor browser here. Let's get back and go with the graphics. Let's open the Crete, I guess. Let's even open the Office suite, which is LibreOffice. So as you can see, you can't see any of the application in the taskbar. That's pretty weird. So if I minimize anything, the password, the applications will be not visible. You need to try to go to the activities. You don't have any activities thing also here, or the window tiling. Let's open the Synaptic Package Manager. So let's go to the system monitor and see. Let's open the task manager to see what are the applications running in the background. So authenticate the password for root. I think the password for the root should be root. No, it's not. User. Nope. Live user. No. So that's the issue. When you don't know the password, you need to, it's not even the blank password. I tried everything, so there was no information about the password. I already tried to search in the Google and I didn't find any password. So if you know the password, do let me know in the comment section. So these are all the applications running in the background. So you can't even see in the taskbar, so I can't even properly switch the applications also. That's an issue. So we don't have any crashes or anything like that. That's a good sign. Let's open Restrict Image Viewer. So we opened almost most of the applications, so I don't think there is any issue in this Linux distro. Just we can't see the applications in the taskbar, so that's the main issue here. So no lag or anything like that. That's pretty good work done by the Gnoppix Linux. So let's check the about information and get to other part. So the version you get of LibreOffice is 7.4.7.2. So let's close it. The browser version already mentioned. Image viewer. So all the applications are opening instantly, so there is no lag. Version is here, Tuta. So the Krita version, here is the Krita version. So I can switch, I can move the applications instantly, so there is no lag. So that's the good part. So you can use it like a day-to-day task, for the day-to-day task or for a normal user. But consider whether to use this Linux distro on your main PC or on a work PC. It's clearly up to you whether to use this Linux distro or not. So get all the information from the website and from other sources and try to do your research and then go with the installation. So because don't watch someone's videos and just go with the installation directly on your main PC or work PC. So you need to research on your own. It's a better option just watching other channels and going with the installation. That's a pretty much bad idea to do that. So always do your research. If you're satisfied, then go with the installation. Don't just watch my videos or any other channels and decide to install. So install those type of Linux distro according to your wish. You need that type of Linux distros, then go with the installation. If you don't want it, there are a lot of other Linux distros available in the market. You can try to use those type of Linux distros. So here is the file manager. You can view the files, you can customize, you can edit and do anything according to your wish. So the preference. So again, this is from the KXFC desktop environment, so all those things will be same. Let's check the version of the tuner, 4.18.4. You are trying updates on a live CD. After a reboot, everything is reverted. So that's the reason. Never say anything in the live boot. So as soon as you reboot, everything will be gone. So it's just like a testing purpose. Don't save or anything do like that. Just use it for to see whether there are bugs or anything like that. So that was the applications, that was the test. So again, let's go and check the desktop backgrounds and see what are the wallpapers you get in the Gnoppix Linux. So there is no release notes or anything like that. So that's the reason you can't get exact information, but I pretty much showed every information of the applications and all those things, so you can judge on your own, and you can check previous version and this version and get the changes there, or you can see the difference from previous video and from this video about the applications and the kernel version and the some of the Mesa graphics and all those things. You can easily get information from there. So there are a lot of wallpapers available, so it's pretty much for me it looks a lot of good Linux distro. So here is a Gnoppix member. So my final thoughts are the Linux distro is running smoothly, there is no lag, the animations are good, there was no lag or anything like that, just we can't see the applications in the taskbar, so that's the only issue I have. So other than that, there is no such thing here. So let's check the software center. So there are like tweaks and all those things. It's better you go check it out on your own if you want, because I already showed a lot of things in previous videos also of the Gnoppix Linux. So it will be a waste of time to show all those things like tweaks and all those things. So these are all the things you get in the applications. So it's filled with a lot of applications, that's the good thing. So you don't need to install anything on your own, you pretty much get all those things. So here is the AI installer. So I already showed you in the previous video. Let me show you some basic things. Let's run yes. On the accessories, these are all the accessories. Let's get back. Development, education, I already showed this, all those things. Graphics, internet, bunch of apps available. You get the Proton VPN, but you need to have an account for that. You don't get a free anything there. So multimedia, Office, other setting, like let's open the appearance also. So here is the settings, here is the home, so can't really move, but we can move right now. Let's save this. Standby, do not close the window. Software manager, let's check the version 8.2.9. Let's keep it like this. So here is the appearance. So there are a lot of customization in this Linux distro. You can easily customize according to your wish. So like themes, you get a bunch of themes, icons and all those things. So this is almost filled with all the good things. So here is the Pinocchio. We visit the Discover page. So you can install all those things on your own. You know all the AI apps, what they do. So I don't need to briefly explain about those things. So NVIDIA only, you can download, and there is a description here. You can read everything on your own. You can go with the settings and check all those settings if you want. So here is the software manager. Let's check the question. Let's get back here. You can scroll it down. You can install the applications. Can't see the installed applications. So there are a lot of things, and it is a lot of well-developed Linux distro. So that I can say here. Refresh the list of the applications. So you get pretty much everything in this Linux distro. That's a good thing. So the CPU RAM is also pretty much good. So if you have like a 2 GB of RAM, I don't think it will run properly. So if you have like a 4 GB of RAM and a good CPU, the Linux distro will run smoothly. For system requirements, you need to go to the official website, or you can find it online. And the live boot password, I don't really know. I didn't find the password, so that's a negative thing in this video. So if you installed, you can change the password according to your wish, but for when you run it on a live boot, it is pretty much hard to check even Synaptic package managers or some applications which need the password or the authentication. So if you know the password, do let me know in the comment section. It will help others also. So I'm going to end the video. So these are all the system resources throughout the video and at the end of the video. So you saw all those system resources throughout the video. You saw all the videos. So it's clearly up to you to judge whether to use this Linux distro or not. My thoughts are on this Linux distro are positive. Everything was working good. You get all the applications pre-installed. You get a AI. So everything is good. Everything is good. So this is not a sponsored video or anything like that. So that was my thoughts on using this Linux distro. So there are some positive thoughts, and for the negative thoughts, there's only about the password, that thing, and there was no lag or any crashes or anything like that. Other than the you can't see the applications in the taskbar, whether which applications is running or which application is opened. So that's the issue for me. So these are all the desktop features you get. The notifications, again, these are all from the XFCE desktop environment. So there is nothing different here other than some AI and some pre-installed applications, and the tweaks from the Gnoppix Linux. If you want to go and check the tweaks, you can search it from here. You can open the window manager tweaks. So again, these are all the customization things. It's clearly up to you to customize. So the themes, compositor, display, config options, and other. So these are all the customization things. So there will be no difference there. So you just need to see whether it's running properly or not. So it's almost a stable ISO file. So everything was good. Everything was running properly. So I already said the negative things. I already said the positive things. So I'm going to end the video here. So there is already a video available in the channel because I'll be posting 2 videos daily. So they are already mentioned in the beginning. So I'm not going to and make the video lengthy. So I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching. It's out. So here is the login screen. So you need a password for this. So that's the reason when you log out, you need a password. So I'm going to end the video here.